Hello and welcome. Have you ever tried to describe someone in English and felt, well, a little stuck? Don't worry, we've all been there. Today we're going to completely master this skill. We'll break down exactly how to talk about what people look like and who they really are.
It all starts with a simple question that can be surprisingly tricky. In Spanish, you might just ask, ¿Cómo eres? But if you translate that directly into English, you might cause some confusion, because that one question can actually take you down two totally different paths.
And this right here is the key that unlocks the whole puzzle. In English, we split that one question in two. What do you look like is only about physical appearance. But what are you like? That's all about personality. Getting this difference down is absolutely the most important step. So let's break them down one by one. We're going to start by mastering the art of describing appearance, and then we'll move on to talking about someone's character. Okay, first up, what do you look like? When you hear this, I want you to think physical, visual. The question is basically asking you to paint a picture of someone using your words, and to do that well, you're going to need the right vocabulary. So, let's build up our descriptive toolkit, shall we? We'll start from the top, literally, and work our way down, beginning with the face. You can begin with the overall shape of the face. Is it maybe oval, or round, or square? Then you can zoom in on the eyes. Are they round, or perhaps almond-shaped? You'd be surprised what a difference these little details can make. Now here's the fun part. Let's see how we can combine these words. Instead of just listing off features, we can put round face and almond-shaped eyes together to create a really specific impression. In this case, a mysterious look. See how that works? All right, next up is hair. And wow, we have a lot of options here. We can talk about the color, like blonde or brunette, the length, anything from short to shoulder length, and of course the texture, like straight, wavy, or curly. And just look at how you can layer all these details together. This example combines length, thickness, color, and even style, the mohawk. It paints a very, very specific picture, doesn't it?
And finally, to really complete that physical picture, we can talk about a person's general body type or their build. Are they slim, maybe muscular, or petite? And then, of course, their height, tall, short, or about average. So we've got all these great descriptive words, but how do we actually put them into sentences correctly? Well, it all comes down to two very important little verbs, to have and to be. Here's the simple rule. When you use have, the person always comes first, like in she has brown hair. But when you use be, the feature comes first. Her hair is brown. Both are totally correct. It's just a different way of saying the exact same thing. And hey, one more quick grammar tip. When you're using a few adjectives to describe hair, English speakers usually follow a specific order. You start with length, then you talk about the style, and finally, the color. So you'd say, she has long, curly, brown hair. All right, we've totally got appearance covered. So let's switch gears and pivot to that other big question and learn how to describe what a person is actually like on the inside. So whenever you hear, what are you like? Using the verb to be, remember, this is never about looks. The question is really asking, what kind of person are you? It's an invitation to talk about someone's character. To answer this, you'll need some good personality adjectives. We can start with the positive stuff. For instance, is the person friendly and kind? Or maybe they're creative and hardworking? These words really help bring a person's inner self to life. Of course, personality is complicated, right? Some traits can be seen as neutral or even negative, all depending on the situation. Things like being shy, serious, or talkative. The truth is, most of us are a mix of all different kinds of qualities. And answering the question is often really straightforward. You just use the verb to be along with your adjectives. So if someone asks, what is he like? You could say, he is quiet but very smart. Simple, clear, and effective. Okay, it's time to put all of our new skills together. Let's see how we can weave appearance and personality into one full, rich description of a person. Let's take a look at this example. We start with the physical facts, short, black hair, and a slim body. But check out that last detail, a friendly smile. Now this is great because it's a physical feature that also tells us something really important about her warm personality. And here's another fantastic example of how to blend the two. We start with his appearance. He has a serious expression, and then we contrast that with his personality. He is very creative. This kind of description goes way beyond the surface and shows real depth. And there you have it. You now understand the huge difference between what do you look like and what do you like. You've got the vocabulary, you've got the grammar, you have all the tools you need to describe both a person's appearance and their unique personality. To wrap this all up, I want to leave you with this thought. Of course, a person can never be fully captured by just a few adjectives. But choosing our words carefully and learning how to describe people well is how we build understanding. It's how we connect with each other. And that is a really powerful skill to have.